Ah, this... There's like something relaxing about just being on the ocean, isn't it? Maybe? I don't know. Still, it's about 10 years back when more or less played Pokemon Ruby. Last time, we got the first gym badge and got sent on a task to deliver a package to Slateport. But first, we gotta deliver a letter to someone named Steven, who's in Dewford Town. I don't know who the Steven person is, but I guess we'll find him. I never healed at the end of the last part, so we're just gonna do that now. Alright, so... few things to talk about. First off, gotta put some Pokemon away. Bye Stump, bye Fedora. We will need you. Well, I might need Fiora later. Like, years later at this point, but later nonetheless. Hello, stranger. I like what's hip, happening, and trendy. I'm always checking it out. Did you hear about this new tired kindergarten? That's right, of course you know. I mean, sheesh, tired kindergarten. It's the hottest thing and cool. Wherever you're from, tired kindergarten is the biggest happening thing, right? No. Is that the hip and happening thing? Oh, you have to tell me what's new and what's in. Alright, well, okay. This is so stupid. But, like, you combine two words together and you make a happy... you make a saying using this. Can't win. Can win, can't win. I'm gonna go with... I can't believe how I remember this. But I'm gonna try and go with the first thing I ever heard playing this game. I don't remember how I remember this, considering all things I forget. We're gonna try this. We're gonna go Cool Sports. Cool Sports? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I knew that. Knew it all along. Of course I know about that. Cool Sports, right? Yeah, that's it. It's there. Isn't Cool Sports the coolest or what? The hippest thing in hip. You think I'd not know about it? Tired kindergarten. It's like so 5 minutes ago. We haven't even been recording for 5 minutes. Now Cool Sports is what's vital and in tune with the times. God, this literally just is the internet, isn't it? There's a reason why I had to do that. I don't remember what it was. Had something to do with this town, though. It had nothing to do with that. Cool. I'll talk to you, Act. Gorge your eyes on this. It's a silk scarf. It's right at the cutting edge of fashion, yeah. Oh, I can see your eyes twinkling. You appreciate my dazzling style. Oh, you're a delight. Here you go. I want you to have it. It's the silk scarf. Silk Scarf raises the power of normal type moves. It's a marvelous scarf that'll go with almost all Pokemon. You know, all those Pokemon that can use all those normal type moves that I clearly have. This is a renowned fishing spot. You getting the itch to fish? Yeah? I hear you and I like what you're saying. Because it's the thing I'm talking about. That's all I care about. I have no life. I'll give you one of my fishing rods. Get the old rod. It's old. As an added bonus, I even throw in a little fishing advice. First, you want to face the water. Then, use the rod. Okay, I don't like where this is going. Focus your mind. Get a bite, pull on the rod. Sometimes you can snag something immediately, but for bigger catches, you need to time the pulls on your rod to haul them in. So with the old rod, there's a few Pokemon we can catch by facing the water. They're decent. But... actually, no, we got... No, actually, we just got the cool one instead. Okay. So here's Tentacool. Despite how common Tentacool is, it's actually really good. Like, it's water poison. In this game, even though water is special and poison is physical, Tentacool still makes a really good mixed attacker, and it's really fast. Like, despite its commonality, Tentacool is really good. It has two abilities. One is Liquid Ooze, which, well, we'll find out what it has if I use Absorb. It partially resists this because poison blocks grass type. Yeah, there we go. Poison resists grass, but water doesn't. Water takes extra damage from it. But Liquid Ooze, if you try to use an absorption move on a Pokemon with Liquid Ooze, you'll just take damage instead. Tentacool's other ability, which is the better one of the two, is Clear Body, which prevents its stats from being lowered. Tentacool's fine. Like, if you want a water-type Pokemon, it's probably one of the better ones you can go for. The other one, which I'm surprised you didn't actually run into first, is Magikarp. Magikarp in and of itself is the most useless Pokemon in the game, because it learns, like, no moves, it has no stats besides speed, and all it does is Splash, which is a move that does nothing. So, like, it's level 15 and learns Tackle, which is also a move that does nothing. But then it evolves at level 20, becomes Gyarados, and then everyone runs in terror because Gyarados is just that. Oh my god. You are about to die, sir. I am going to... If a Pokemon faints, can't battle because use a move learned from a Hidden Machine HM. Can you still use moves you learned from a Hidden Machine after I'm done with you, buddy? How dare you block my way twice? The last person who did that to me was never seen again. It's two people that's done this to me now. I'm gonna keep a count of this from now on. Like innocent civilians getting in my way, just turning up missing afterwards. I'm legitimately a 10-year-old serial killer in the making, aren't I? Yeah, knew there was an item hidden here. Man, that asshole managed to derail my entire point of conversation. Gyarados is really good. The problem with it, though, the caveat, it doesn't learn flying type moves, despite it being water flying, and water is special in this game, and its stats are skewed more to being a physical attacker. It has Intimidate, though. Intimidate is always good, but it's going to be lacking for a little bit. Like, it takes a while for Magikarp to get good and become Gyarados. And there are better water types that don't require that much setup. Or as much effort as it does to get Gyarados. Like I would prefer Tentacool over it because of the lack of setup you need for it to be good. But it's still a decent enough choice. Just... It definitely got better after Gen 4. Hey, you! It's awfully dark ahead. It'll be tough trying to explore. That's okay, because I've played this game enough times. I didn't think I know where I'm going. That guy who came by earlier, Steven, I think it was. He knew how to use Flash, so he ought to be alright, but... Well, for us hikers, helping out those that we meet is our motto. I don't think that's a thing. Here you go, I'll pass this on to you. Get the HM05 for Flash. Teach that hidden move Flash to a Pokemon and use it. It lights up even the inky darkness of caves. To use it, you need the gym badge from Dewford's Pokemon Gym. Flash is, like, legitimately one of the most useless HM. They turned it into a TM in Gen 4, I think. That's how useless it became. Like, all it does is light up dark areas. In battle, it can lower accuracy, but I think it has a chance to miss. So, it's easily the worst of the HM moves. And the amount of Pokemon that can learn it is, like, less than normal. Something that, like, you can illuminate areas or, like, generally grass Pokemon can learn it. But I'm not gonna bother using it. Escape rope! Escape ropes are used to escape from dungeons, like this place, Granite Cave. I'm surprised you didn't run into any Pokemon during that whole rigmarole. When you're in a dungeon, like a cave, you can be ambushed by Pokemon at any time. Like this one, Geodude. We've fought enough of those in Westboro City, but since we never got to encounter one ourselves, I can actually talk about it, and it's dead. I mean, Geodude melts in front of special attackers, but in front of physical attackers, they don't have a good time. Like, Geodude is literally one of those Pokemon I think, for me as a kid, is like set up to fail. Like, I just always attribute Geodude to just being a jobber Pokemon for jobber trainers, because it just jobs to, like, all special attacks that you deal with in early game. But it's actually a really decent Pokemon. Hey! There we go! Now we're getting somewhere. Geodude is good. Before I talk about Makuhita here, this was the Pokemon that we could have traded for in Rustboro City. So literally, like I said, if you wanted one, didn't have to wait long at all for it. But back to Geodude real quick. If you want to get it to its final form, you're going to have to trade evolve it. Good luck doing Game Boy Advance trade evolutions in the year 2021. That's more expensive than it should be. Anyway, Makuhita here. Makuhita is a decent enough Pokemon on its own. It's a pure fighting type, so we technically ran into Machop, but this is the first one we can encounter. It's... Let me look at you real quick so they actually can pull up your stats. Oh, wow, that speed's not... Speed isn't great, but like it certainly hits like a truck. It's honestly kind of all you need it for. It has one of two abilities that either will have Thick Fat, which reduces damage, takes from fire and ice type moves. Like, hey, it's special defense that is, well, decent when it evolves. Hey, it still isn't the best. So being able to resist fairly common moves like fire and ice type moves. I say ice is common. That can't be far from the truth, actually. Like, Thick Fat on other Pokemon is fine. Especially Pokemon like Snorlax, even though I'm an Immunity Snorlax stan. The other ability it gets, the one you wanted to get, is Guts. Guts boosts its attack 1.5 times if it has any status condition, and that's kind of nuts. What the fuck are you this thing? Sorry. I actually want to use Makuhita. It has been a hot minute since I have, and I appreciate Hariyama. It's evolved form, which it's a fairly early evolution. 24 is fairly decent. Let's see if it can, though, because I don't think its catch rate is that great. Hey, got it. Makuhita's tenacious, so keep getting up and attacking its foe however many times it is knocked down. It's time to get back up, as Pokemon stores more energy in its body for evolving. Oh. Jesus Lord, I don't have a nickname for you in mind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to instead then... Actually, I'll just name you after one of my OCs. I'm gonna call you Duncan. Tenacious, foolhardy son of a bitch. Hey! Spy's got another item! Hey, super potion. Probably gonna give that to... Probably just gonna use that on Duncan, not gonna lie. Alright, okay. Actually, I can just use a regular potion on you. The problem with Duncan is that, he doesn't have... Ah! Damn, it's a Thick Fat Duncan. Or, Thick Fat Duncan. Thick Fat Makuhita. Oh, Nah, I really want to Guts Makuhita. You know what? Fuck it, I'll roll with it. Guts is definitely the superior option, but Thick Fat might come in handy when fighting ice types. Because there is an ice type expert in this game, so having those on hand is good. So here's the problem with Granite Cave. It's dark. So, while it's kind of hard to see where you're going, it's admittedly not impossible. As I flip back open to the Duford Cave. The Granite Cave route. So I can actually see everywhere where I'm going. So I don't need flash. Aeron is another new Pokemon in this cave. It's really good. It's Steel Rock, so it takes 4 times as much damage from fighting moves and ground moves. But Aeron, especially when it's fully evolved into Aggron, looks cool as fuck, and it just bench presses kids. Like, straight up, having quad weaknesses to physical attacks when you are inherently a physically defensive Pokemon isn't the worst thing in the world. It's definitely workaroundable, and it's decently offensively aggressive as well. As far as steel types go, it's one of the best in the game. I don't think Aggron counts as like pseudo legendary status in this game. No, that's a different one I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's... The problem I have with Duncan right now is that it really can't do any fighting because its only offensive move is Tackle. So normally I would just try to like slap that Aeron to death, but it's not really going to work because I don't have any physical moves to slap it to death with. Here, Pokeball. Aeron is good. Honestly, we've run into 3 really decent Pokemon in this cave so far. And I believe that was the cry of a Zubat, which is also in this cave. Will we run into one? Survey says... Nope, another Aeron. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, legitimately my only options dealing with Aeron is just using Absorb, because Steel would resist my Psychic type attacks. I could throw in Shitmoth. Because Aeron would take super effective damage from Bubble. It could legitimately be a Shitmoth angle. Oh lord, I'm in immense physical pain right now. Zubat is... We heard it in the cave, so... And I just said we could find stuff, let's just talk about it. Zubat, while overly common, is fine. Like, this was the generation where it finally started getting good. Because even though it had access to evolving into Crobat, Crobat wasn't that great of a Pokemon in Gen 3. It was just really fast and had no really good moves to attack with. I mean, you can get away with Crobat just having a move pool of Bite, Sludge Bomb, Fly, and Confuse Array, and just go through the game with that. That's perfectly fine. Crobat's really fast, one of the fastest Pokemon in this game, and its physical attack set is fine. Problem is, it has to get to that point. It has to evolve into Golbat at level 22, and for the record, Zubat's move pool, as it starts out, is not good. So it is a struggle to reach that point. And after that, you have to evolve it by having the Pokemon be really friendly towards you. Its happiness needs to be at a certain threshold. Which is much more doable in this game than Gen 2. Because holy fuck were the friendship mechanics in Gen 2 absolutely terrible. But you can do it. I think Crobat only gets to like the S tier of what it is as of Gen 4 and up. But it's good in this game and you can use it. Hey, Duncan learned Arm Thrust, which is a fighting type move. So now I don't have to I don't have to duck back into the Pokeball every time an Aeron shows up. Except the other Pokemon that I can find in this cave shows up. Here, get an Everstone. If a Pokemon is holding this item, the Pokemon can't evolve by any means. It's kind of useless. Unless you just want a Pokemon to... Because you can prevent Pokemon from evolving just by pressing the B button when the prompt to evolve a Pokemon shows up. So you don't need an Everstone. So you don't need to waste the hold item slot for that thing. I guess if you don't want to be bothered with it. Does it have some other secondary use? It has to, right? I can't remember what it is. So, holy shit, Rain is getting murdered. Yeah. Which isn't good, because I need her to take on... I need to take on the gym in this town. Oh well. Other Pokemon, since I don't think we're going to run into it at this rate. Is a Pokemon that is version exclusive. I'm going to correct myself really quickly. There are 2 version exclusive Pokemon in this cave. If you're playing Ruby, you will run into Mawile, which is a pure steel type. That either will have the ability Hyper Cutter, which prevents attacks from being lowered, or Intimidate, which will lower opponents' attack on being sent out. Mawile is not good in this game. Its stat pool is just mediocre across the board. But its move pool isn't great. It's not Fairy type yet. That's the key distinction I want to make, because this is Gen 3 version, not Gen 6. It's still only pure steel. So it doesn't have access to Fairy typing, any Fairy typing moves, Mega Evolution that makes it broken. It has none of that in this game. It is just a very bad Pokemon. Its Sapphire counterpart, which is also the only one you find if you play Emerald version Sableye, is also not good. But it at least had a thing going for it as of this game. It was the only Pokemon in this game that was Ghost Dark, which inherently means it is not weak to any type in the entire game. A distinction that it would only share with Spiritomb as of Gen 4. As of Gen 5, Electros would also gain that distinction, even though that's not Ghost Dark. It's an electric type of Levitate, for some reason. And then in Gen 6, Fairy type meant it was weak to Fairy type moves. So it lost its immunity to all or not be weak to anything. As I was about to say, part of me is like legitimately tempted to just try and catch his Makuhita and see if it has guts. Arm Thrust is a fighting type move that hits anywhere between 2 times and 5 times. That is to say, it's not very good because it's a multi-hit move in Pokemon, and those moves generally aren't good. Like it gets to level 13 though, it gets Vital Throw, and Vital Throw is actually really good. I was debating it, I never said I'd do it. Yeah. If you're looking for Pokemon in this cave, I would say go with Aron number 1. Then probably Makuhita. This isn't like a de facto tier list or anything like that. It's just like, what do I really think of the best Pokemon here? Like, Aron is the best. Aron is the best Pokemon in this. Oh, I forgot another Pokemon that appears on this one. I'm not done yet. I forgot it existed. Oops. Which is weird because I'm looking at the fucking guide right now that tells me everything that's on this route. That Pokemon is Abra. I think we also could have ran into in Route 117? 16. No, we couldn't have. I'm wrong. Maybe that was a change to Emerald. I don't know. Abra is like Geodude in that to reach its final state, it has to be Trade Evolved. Again, good luck with that. But it is really good. Because Alakazam was one of the best Pokemon in all of Gen 1. My dogs are barking and I'm trying to talk as loud as possible right now. Oops. Okay, please don't just drop these random Zubat. I have high hopes. There we go. Like, even as Kadabra, its speed and special attack is still really good enough to, like, that you don't need to make it into Alakazam. But if you have the ability to do so, you do that, because Alakazam is one of the best Pokemon as of this generation for a reason. Alright, we're gonna get into an actual stop fight now. Arm Thrust this thing to death. I thought I was legitimately gonna hit all 5 times. That would have been something. Just get pumped. Focus Energy, doubles. I think it's doubles. It increases the chance of you inflicting a critical hit. Which, since all parts of Arm Thrust are calculated individually, that's like a chance to crit 5 different times. Or up to 5 different times. Anywhere between 2 and 5, really. So yeah, that's not kind of disgusting. At all. Hey, who are you? That device you have there. It's a Pokénav. The trainers that have Pokénav's battle keeps a record of how things went, I think. Okay, cool. Glad that no one knows what this thing does. Oh, pardon me. My name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, letter for me. Yep, take it. Okay, thank you. I went for all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see. I'll give you this TM. It's my favorite move, Steel Wing. Hey, Steel Wing. Steel Wing's cool. Your Pokemon appear quite capable. If you keep training, you could even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. Now I've got to hurry along. Is there anything else in this room? I don't think there is. We're going to run into a problem with Abra, though. It does that. It uses teleport and just flees. So basically, if you see one, gotta throw a ball at it instantly and hope it just catches instantly. Because, odds are you aren't going to run into anything that outspeeds it enough to put it to sleep unless you're, like, way over leveled for this point. Dragon does just throw his arms a lot. Makes my job easy. It certainly does. Probably hit level 12 by the time I'm done in this cave. Unless I just don't run into anything else. Yeah. If you can evolve them, I would recommend. When I say if you can evolve them, I mean trade evolve them. But like, if you can do that, then I would definitely recommend either Abra or Geodude. Because both of them are really solid. Zubat would probably be... like... basically, what I'm saying is, I would have to go Aeron, Makuhita, Abra slash Geodude if you can trade evolve them, then Zubat, and then Mawile slash Sableye depending on version. Okay, we're just not gonna be done in this cave. Guess we're just gonna keep bench pressing shit, I guess. If I wanted to, I could teach Makuhita Rock Tomb. But I don't think I will. At least, not yet. Because the other cool thing about this guy is that it lets me know what moves it can learn by TM and whatnot. Like, hey, I forget those. I forget those too often for my liking. What is it? Did I just completely pass it? I must have. Huh. Guess I will, because it's like the only rock move it gets. Oh well. Anyway. I won't do that for here though, because like that's a bit of a waste, because the gym in this town is a bunch of fighting types. So yeah, that won't end well for me. And in fact, if you wanted to, since you delivered the letter to Steven, you can just talk to Bryony here and just go straight onto Slateport and skip this gym for the well, if you want to. It's kind of interesting in that regard. Like they give you this gym, but if you want to, you can totally skip it. That's not the case in the Gen 6 remix of this game. You do have to do this gym first, I think. And then you can talk to Steven. But that'll do it for me this part. Next time, I'm going to do a little grinding off screen, because I didn't gonna need a little extra muscle to deal with the fighting type gym, I think. And see you all then. Bye, everybody.